This is the Tech Vibe Radio One Mic Stand, and I am your host and tour guide, Jonathan Kirsting with the Pittsburgh Technology Council and Tech Vibe Radio, always hanging out with the Huntington Bank studios here to do so many great fun stories about Pittsburgh's technology ecosystem. And one thing that's been just so much fun over the past 10 months during this awful COVID-19 pandemic, we all put our storytelling into overdrive here. And over the past 9 months, I've talked to this up and coming company in Pittsburgh that, growing by 30%, during 2020, hiring people, bringing really cool technology solutions to their clients. One company here called Aspirant, just great company. Also a neighbor of the Pittsburgh Technology Councils when we're actually in our offices, which is pretty rare these days over at Nova Place. But they keep hiring and adding new people, and I keep interviewing them because they're doing some great work and they always make for great conversations. And today we're talking to Dean Campbell. He is their new VP of Digital and Technology, and he is there to expand their digital transformation services. And Dean's got some deep roots in Pittsburgh's tech sector as well, too. So Dean, thanks for hanging out with me today and talking about what you're doing these days at Aspirant.
Thanks, Jonathan. It is a pleasure to be here with you.
Great stuff all the way around. So first off, congratulations on the new gig at Aspirant. I think you joined up with a really cool company here. The more I learn about what Aspirant does, the more I'm impressed. I started off learning more about Aspirant when I interviewed Mike McClaine right as the pandemic broke out. You guys were offering some cool solutions for free for people to do these assessments of their workforces to see how people are feeling, where they need help, which I thought was cool. The Tech Council actually kind of took that survey and we actually gleaned a lot of information from it. We followed up with a really cool interview with Michelle Petrucelli, who's just this blast of positive energy, and she's just doing some great things around all things marketing. And then I saw you got put on board there as the new VP of Digital. I was like, oh, we have to talk to Dean. So congrats on the new position.
Yeah, thank you. It's a great organization to be part of, and you're spot on. Yeah, like Michelle, she's just a typhoon of positive energy, and Mike McClaine's just got great vision for the company, and has really been doing some incredible things with the company over the last 4 years. As you said, I've got long roots in technology, and I've worked with companies in the past that were more of just a pure play technology company, and it's really been just vital to be coming in to a company and transforming our IT services and transforming our, trying to build on all the success we've had over many years. It's almost 2 decades that Aspirant's been around. Formerly Newton Consulting, but it was born as came into the world as an IT focused company, but they've added on and evolved. They've added on these management consulting companies or management consulting teams over the last, say, 5-6 years that have really been a great augmentation to what the IT side of the house is doing. And, so many of the projects that we work on are really collaborative engagements for our clients that are looking to solve, business problems that have a dimension that is IT, as most do, or many do, while also maybe being something that is dealing with, organizational effectiveness or innovation and branding, like what, you talked to Michelle about. So it's this bringing together of kind of strategic consulting that encompasses, more than just, the IT and the systems, but, obviously we're really solidifying that team. And that's one of the things that Mike brought me on to do, again, because my background is in a lot of consulting around package, core business applications and infrastructure and that type of thing that, I'm really working to kind of build out those teams and build out our delivery capabilities that have already, been really strong around, things like application development. We've been doing that for a very long time and doing a lot of strategic IT planning and, helping clients with, roadmap out where they're going and how they're, investing and transforming their IT and digital presence.
And it sounds like you get to have a lot of fun. You roll in, you got this whole series to kind of build something almost from the ground up to a certain degree and really kind of put your stamp to it and then live up to those Aspirant expectations and standards as far as that goes. So you must be really excited to be in this position and start bringing this to market.
Yeah, absolutely. There's just a level of professionalism at Aspirant that is just so refreshing. A lot of the people, the leaders in the company, came out of the the Deloittes and the Big Five, the Accentures and that sort of thing. But it's there have been a lot of lessons, and it's really in our DNA that we've always tried to be a little bit different than that approach, in everything from how we're consulting and trying to be really focused on the value add, right? So we hire people that are, there's a lot of veterans at Aspirant, a lot of people that have been in this business for a very long time, but are at Aspirant because of the culture of the company and the way we work with our clients. It's not the typical uh, you know, relationship that a consulting group has with the clients that sometimes can border on sort of exploitative, or maybe that's too strong of a word, but they're not always delivering value. And I think
Yeah.
that it's one of our core philosophies and policies, but we live it every day. And I mean, I've seen it again. I've only been here for a couple of months, but I hear it every day in our discussions with managers and with the teams that there's a focus on delivering quality to clients and making sure that they're getting the value, and that they're getting the right level of consulting, whatever the problem is, and that we're delivering results. And honestly, we've, as you said, we've been growing
I was
ridiculously
going to say, it
fast over the
shows you're
few
growing
years.
by 30% in a crazy year like this. You're doing something right. Is what it seems like to me.
Yeah, and it's just that it's adding value. I mean, there's an amazing if you look at our clients and our projects and our customers that we're working with, it's so much of it is just add-on work where clients just look across maybe a different team where we've come in and delivered a specific came in to do a specific project for a client, but they so love the way our teams worked and love the way that we deliver value, that then we're getting work in other practice areas on a very regular basis, and it's just happening over and over. And that's really been this key to our growth, has just been really just highly successful, high value add project delivery.
I just love hearing that, because obviously it shows that you're doing the right thing by your customers and you're helping them, most importantly, solve really tough problems, which is really cool. So digital transformation is this big term that's kind of bandied about to solve these problems. And it kind of means something a little different to everybody. And I think every consulting firm has a different approach to what digital transformation actually means and the types of tools that they kind of throw on it. Give us a little more, like, kind of some concrete stuff of how you work with your customers when it comes to digital transformation. What kind of actual problems are you helping your customers typically solve these days?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. And, we've been historically, we've had very strong, sort of strategy, IT strategy, where we're helping clients come in and identify, where the industry is going, and dig into some of their business problems as they relate to IT. So, we've been doing that for years. What I think is new at Aspirant, that we're doing is putting taking it beyond now just the sort of planning and strategy and like program leadership. Every company has some level of initiative to help evolve and transform their digital presence and modernize the systems that are running key parts of their business, or all the parts of their business. But what I'm sort of tasked with doing is expanding our capacity to actually execute on that transformation. So whereas typically, we've been doing, we have had focused on specific deliveries, right? But it's been specifically around, application development, but less so on, building out the tools or, packaged applications. So one of the things that I've done in my short tenure here is we actually just completed an acquisition, which we're going to be publicly announcing here very soon.
Can you give us a little sneak peek, or we have to kill me if you tell me too soon?
I will only tell you.
Okay.
Everybody else plug your ears. So yeah, we've acquired a company, a technology company focused on Microsoft Cloud and Microsoft Modern Workplace, and a great team of guys. I've worked with these people for years. I know them very well.
It's a local company then?
A local company, yes.
Very cool.
Honestly, some of the leading technologies in the Microsoft Cloud space. Great guys, veteran technologists, all of them, really deep skills. So, we've been talking to, clients that are working on things, for example, shifting workloads to the cloud, or, looking at, more strategically incorporating all of the new tools and all the new
Mhm.
services that Microsoft offers in all of their cloud-based products, from Office 365, Teams, all those sorts of things. But what we can do now, and the reason I was so eager to bring this on, and why Mike McClaine was so eager to sort of expedite this acquisition,
Right.
was really because there's a pressing need right now with all of this. And, again, only exacerbated by, COVID and the increased
I was
work
going to
from
ask you
home. And
about
then
that. It seems like, yeah, COVID's definitely putting so many things on a fast track now for collaboration and many of these tools that are driven through Microsoft, right?
that's right. I mean, it's almost ubiquitous, right? I mean, if we're talking to our clients, the need is everywhere. And people have these tools, and maybe they've incorporated them in various degrees. But with this team of real veteran technologists that are working hand in hand with Microsoft, and these are guys that spend time in Redmond. They know the product teams. These are guys that really can work at an enterprise level to make sure that all of the pieces, all of the services are strategically aligned. And if you know anything about sort of the Microsoft modern workplace and Azure, so many of these components can be supporting other elements if you execute it in the right way, and
Absolutely.
making
Oh, yeah.
sure that
Crazy.
your email and your collaboration spaces and your teams and so on are all kind of working together. And that on the Azure side, we've got clients looking to go into like hybrid environments, or moving some of their workloads up, or databases that are still on-prem but some are on the cloud or third parties. And it takes a really skilled team to be able to sort of stitch all those pieces together in a way that's really going to solve corporate-wide problems and business needs, or tie these systems together in a way that they're going to really work in the real world. So that's really was the driver to bring this team on, and we're excited to talk more about that in the coming weeks and months.
I'm excited to learn more about this in the
Yeah, this
coming
is
weeks and months as this
this
happens.
is
I
fresh off
love
the
hearing that.
press. This is
So
we're a
cool.
week we're a week into this, so we are going to be making more
Wow.
public announcements about this. So.
Very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
so that's just, and really that's just a start. I mean, this was really phase one for me. My plan with Aspirant is to continue expanding our delivery capabilities around core business products and technologies that most likely we're going to be aligned with Microsoft. We've been a gold partner with Microsoft for a long time. So my intent is to deepen and broaden that partnership.
That sounds like it makes a ton of sense as far as that goes. So, I mean, tell me about yourself here and just, navigating through COVID right now. And I mean, starting a new job and taking on all these new responsibilities. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, it is interesting. I have, joining a new company is always kind of a crazy process, right? You got to learn the organization, you got to learn the people, try to connect with people, and try to build relationships. And coming in a more senior role as I did here with Aspirant, it only sort of compounds the problem, right? Because you really want to get to know the business, you really want to
Cool.
quickly kind of hit the ground, get integrated, learn who's who, learn all the people. So yeah, it's a real challenge. I will say this though, Aspirant has been very they've I think you mentioned this sort of surprise that they've been growing 30% over last year, even despite COVID. And I think that's because they've done a really good job of making use of technologies, and kind of, so just as an example, and I don't know how this is in other all companies, but it is absolutely expected that when you schedule a meeting through Teams, that your camera's going to be on. There's, I mean, it's just a given. It's, unless you're out there, walking your dog down the street, talking on your phone or something, maybe you can turn your camera off. But it is just the absolute norm that every meeting we have is face to face like this, or through Zoom or through Teams. So things like that, and we've been doing kind of some interesting other kind of strategies around getting people connected.
Yeah, tell us. I need to know some of these things. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
so we've been doing
secret
just like
sauce you
these
have
quick.
going on here.
Yeah, and again, this was all I did great ideas, and I've seen them work really well. These just sort of stand-up coffees in the morning, where we'll do just a 15-minute, 8:30 or whatever time works, and we'll just grab like a team, or sometimes we'll do whole company things where everyone just bring your coffee, and no real agenda, just getting to know people. It's sort of like the
Great
virtual
idea.
water cooler.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
and We've been doing that. We've been doing as I said, just really leaning on the video conferencing has really made a difference. And again, we've been growing so fast that even though I've only been here for about 2 months, a lot of people have joined since I came on, and it's been,
You're no longer the new guy.
I'm no longer the new guy, but excuse me, but yeah, I mean, it's been a great chance to kind of meet the new people and onboarding them. I think they do a really good job at Aspirant too. In making sure that when new people come on, whether you're just you're a developer, you're sort of an analyst in the early stage of your career, you still get time in front of the CEO and the other kind of VPs and directors of the company. Everybody's very welcoming and making sure that everybody kind of sees the business, puts faces to the names, and I think we do a pretty good job of onboarding here. We try to anyway.
I believe you guys do. I get nothing but good vibes from you guys all the time. That is for sure. And it goes to show why you guys are doing as well as you are. You just keep making these smart moves. I cannot wait to learn more about this new acquisition and how that's going to further bolster what you guys are doing, especially when it comes to all things digital transformation, because that is just the secret sauce these days, is getting people to better leverage their technology so they can stay connected and they can get more customers and service them better all the way around. So I can't say enough. Thank you for taking the time today, Dean, to talk to us. Congratulations on the new position there. I'm just excited to watch Aspirant grow by another place 60% this year in 2021. No pressure.
Yeah. Hey, let's hope. Anything's possible. As the economy's turning around, I believe that's not an unrealistic goal for next year. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me, and it's been fun.
Great stuff. Everybody, this is Jonathan Kirstein with the Pittsburgh Technology Council and, of course, Tech Vibe Radio, bringing you the One Mic Stand from our Huntington Bank studios.